Welcome back to this Let's Play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Last time we were exploring the Sith Academy on Korriban. We got a little cutscene showing that one of the major enemies of the game is here and looking for us, and the door's locked behind us. Well, we're going to have to find our way out. The only thing we've run across so far is this panel that's offering to teach us how to be a Sith. So hey, I always wanted to, better understand my enemy. So we're creating a new user account, and let's just take the test and see if we know it off the top of our heads. Okay. We didn't listen to all of what Kreia was saying out in the valley there, but Frieden Nad is the Sith Lord who's not entombed here. She explains the tombs of the other four, so it's sort of process of elimination. Or if you've done the second part of Onderon already, you know where this tomb is. This question 2 is a big math problem. You only have to get 4 out of 5 right, so don't worry about it. I know the answer is 20, but the suitable pet for a Sith Master, this is just something you're going to have to know based on Star Wars lore. If you played the first game, it's obvious that a Gizka, which is basically a tribble, is not an appropriate pet for a Sith Master. This thing essentially says which of the statements is not a paradox. Well, they are all kind of arguably not paradoxes, but, well, this statement is false, is somewhat paradoxical, but some of it is just sort of self-contradictory, but the correct answer is I always lie. And the path to breaking chains, one of the other things you can do from this terminal is unlock the library, and there's another terminal in the library that'll teach you sort of the Sith chant. And, well, at least open the door. And maybe there'll be some loot back there. But, as a graduation present, we have Sith Assassins!
Defend yourself!
I don't know. They're just not scary. There's a door here on this eastern side, or sorry, western side, we couldn't open previously. It said it was sealed shut with a lightsaber. Why it can't be reopened with a lightsaber is beyond me, but... Hi, Mr. Sith Assassin. More or less, we're gonna need some perma-creep charges too. So we'll have to keep an eye out for...
My life is yours.
Some big explosives. I am ready. And I forget where they are. There are 2 sets of permacrete explosives in the game. One of them is from the merchant on Dantooine. I used those to open the cache on... Hi, Assassin. To open the cache on Duxon, so we're going to have to find the other ones. This one here is really only important if you're a dark side character. If you're a light side character, all it is just a little bit of random loot. And, This... Oh, okay. Thorium charges. And this data pad just says, essentially, don't use them unless necessary. You might damage the things we're trying to recover.
I am listening.
Okay, well... And that's what will happen if you're playing a light side character. If you're playing a dark side character, this goes a little differently. Not really differently, but more or less there's a holocron in the room back up here, and if you're dark side, then it has an equivalent of the message we got from T3M4.
The lightsaber was used to fuse this door shut.
A dark Jedi left her impression here. This door has been sealed intentionally.
Colorful boom, look at that. And for some reason the boom just activates the door mechanism. Alright, so this Sith holocron just says, oh no, you damaged it. Oh. If you're dark side, you get to see a nice little message. And we get some random, that Yotrin Braceman armor. They have all this fancy, high-level heavy armor, but the reality is the only characters that are likely to use heavy armor are you, if you started as a Guardian, which is ridiculous because you're a Jedi, you want to use the armor, the powers that are not restricted by armor. So you want to have master speed, and so you're not going to use it.
The honor is mine.
Disciple, same thing. He's not going to use it, unless of course you were like a dark side character. It's very hard to gain influence with disciple if you're dark side. It's not something you just have to do. Just take light side ones more or less. And like I've been doing with HK-47 and such. But
You have left me an opening!
I guess if you kept him as a soldier, then you would. The real heavy armor user in the game, of course, is Mandalore.
I have succeeded.
He starts with a set of armor, and he'll never take it off. So all the fancy heavy armor in the game is just wasted. They attempted to include something that would work around this. There's a set of armor called well, no, sorry, not a set of armor, but a power from the Sith Marauder Prestige class, which is the equivalent of the Jedi Weapon Master, which was essentially intended to replace the Master Speed power. However, it, oh, look, we've been closed in. And it was essentially a version of Master Speed not restricted by armor. But they never apparently finished it, and it doesn't work properly. All it does is give damage bonus instead of giving bonus attacks. Oh well. But between +2 attacks and the bonuses of a suit of heavy armor, you just want the +2 attacks. Yeah. I mean, this is like the Harbinger. These guys just get tedious after a while because they're just not challenging. Yeah. Just keep showing up. Again, in groups of 4. Alright, well, at least there's a bunch of Takata here in cages. And these Takata are these dog things. And at least it says they're starving. I don't know how they managed to survive this long, frankly. We can begin the training sequence, because we're continuing to learn how to be a Sith, because we've got nothing better to do, because we're locked in. And computer system shorts out and starts us on the highest difficulty. Honestly, the highest difficulty level is just all these guys at once.
Everyone, on the guard! You have left me an opening!
And,
Soon.
they could be weak. They could also be at least somewhat challenging. And it says that we failed the training. We took too long. I don't think it is actually possible to do it fast enough, but it opens the door to the punishment room across the hall. At least that's something. We're making progress somewhere. And, well, that's the Jedi Master we were looking for.
Lona Vash. I heard stories of her.
Oh, yes. I felt this Jedi's death shortly after we arrived on Korriban.
Okay. Well, that's not helpful. And you can sort of pick her pockets for data pad. And she apparently
I'm listening.
has a lightsaber that you pick up. I don't really care about it at this point. I have all of the lightsabers I'll ever need. We go into computer system, we use her user ID. Apparently she managed to figure out how to set up a user ID that with front door access. And we've got the door going. And instead of using breath control, I'm going to use Master Valor, which also gives poison resistance, because this is sort of an annoying area if you get poisoned constantly. But I'm also going to save. I don't know if you can see, but there's somebody at the far side of the room there. So.
come here for answers. There are none. The call of Korriban is strong, but it is the call of the dead. I have studied you, immersed myself in you. I know the paths you walked in exile. I know your teacher. I know the fires that raged upon the Duxan moon while the Republic died around you. You know war. You know battle. And I know of Malachor. You know what it means to be broken. The one who travels with you will destroy you, as she did me. I can end it before it begins.
Okay, well, he apparently knows Kreia, so let's see what he thinks of her.
She clings to hope that perhaps she can train one as great as her first. She is a fool who escaped death once. She will not do so again.
Her first? I wonder if he's talking about Revan. Well, you know, there's some things you can ask him here, but he's not going to give you any answers, so let's just get on with this fight.
You are a wretched thing. A thing of weakness and fear. You are her apprentice in name only. I am the master. And that is why you will die.
Alright. Now, I'm just going to fire off a couple force powers here manually.
I am ready. You have left me an opening!
Now, Sion himself cannot die in this fight. You can inflict any amount of damage on him and he will not die. He immediately heals back to full when he hits 0.
You have left me an opening!
Silent. He cannot be defeated. He is not a beast of flesh and blood. This is not a battle that can be won. Flee.
Yeah, the swell in music made that impossible to hear, but Kreia is more or less saying, don't bother, get out of here.
There will be another time, but it is not now, not here, while Korriban runs through him.
And so, we defeat.
Do not harm her. I command it. She has earned this. She and I will meet again.
Alright, he's letting us go. Well, there's still that cave, but that's it for the main event on Korriban. At least, what should be the main event on Korriban. We found the Jedi Master, for all the good that did us. See you next time.